Having an RV equipped with solar is probably one of the most popular options or additions on most RVers' minds these days. This week, Chris Dougherty from RV Enthusiast Magazine explains to us in detail just what you need to know to equip your trailer or motorhome with solar power. Then, Jeff Johnston takes us back to the Tri-City area of Washington State for a look at one of his favorite RV destinations. As everyone knows, there's always the right way and wrong way to do things. Mark Polk from RV Education 101 shows us the right way to hitch and unhitch your trailer. Did you know that poison ivy and poison oak can affect dogs and pets just as much as humans? This week on Paws on Board, Dr. Fitz explains how to take care of your pet should it come in contact with either one of these two plants. And just a reminder that our Kids Care Camp Supernovo 2 sweepstakes is in its final month. So remember to buy your ticket and help support care camps, oncology camps for children with cancer. Closed and Spanish captioning where available is sponsored by Forest River. Follow the river.
So boondocking with an RV has become very popular these days, and when people go out and they want to be off the grid, they want to be able to have the same conveniences that they're used to when they're hooked up to regular utilities. And so a renewable energy system for your RV is the best way to go. Now, there are a number of different ways you can do this. Some RVs are coming prepped or even coming with some type of solar charging system. But what we're going to talk about today is how you're going to be able to put this in your RV, and then we're going to show you later on with a project that Jeff's doing on actually installing a system in a truck camper. So what we've got here is the basic components of a good renewable energy system. We start with the foundation of the system, which is your batteries. And what we have here is a lithium iron phosphate battery. Lithium is the gold standard today. This is what a lot of people are going with. And the reasons why are because you get a lot more usable power out of a lithium battery than you do an AGM or a flooded lead acid battery. Each of these packs weighs about half the weight of a comparable flooded lead acid battery, and it lasts a lot longer. So with a lead-based battery, you get about 300 to 500 charge-discharge cycles. With these guys, you get 3,000 to 5,000 charge-discharge cycles. They're a lot more money for an upfront purchase, but they'll last a lot longer. You can even go from one RV to the other with it. When you go to lithium, if your RV is not already equipped, you're going to need a smart battery charger that you can adjust to charge lithium. And that's what we have here from Go Power. This whole setup is from Go Power. And we're going to want to make sure that we have the converter charger with the adjustments on it so that we can adjust the output. You're going to have an inverter here. So we have a 1500 watt pure sine wave inverter. You do want a pure sine wave inverter. They also make modified sine wave, but those are pretty much old school technology and they're not friendly with electronics. So you want to try to avoid that. And this will get you quite a bit of good power in your RV. And then of course you move up to solar. Now, a renewable energy system has to have some way of charging. Solar is the most readily available today. A couple of different types of panels out there that you'll see, but this is pretty much what you're going to go with. There are some portable wind power generators. If you're going out on the beach, out on the shore, there are some things that are available online if that's something you want to do. Talking about the system, we like to talk about building the foundation first. Most of this that you see in front of us here comes in a kit from Go Power. This is called the Weekender ISW kit. And so it comes with a solar panel, the 1500 watt inverter, comes with a transfer switch that will automatically transfer the power from your shore power to and generator to solar and the inverter. Okay. And it comes with the controllers for the solar. This is a charge controller for the solar here. And this is a remote control for the inverter that you install in your RV. It also comes with all the cabling and so forth that you need to install the system. and they have, in a lot of cases, have the connectors already on them. If you take a look at the back of a solar panel, and this particular one already has the solar connectors built onto the cable. You also, when you get a solar panel like this one, these are the aluminum frame. They also have self-adhesive models that you glue right down to the roof of your vehicle. When you get one of these, you're going to need some kind of mounting kit. And again, with this setup, it comes with the roof brackets. So this has most of everything that you're going to need for the install. A couple of things that it's not going to come with are going to be sealants and some little pieces of hardware here and there. A battery shutoff switch, which is important to have so you can totally isolate the batteries when you put your camper in storage. The other thing you have to be very careful about is to make sure that you have good circuit protection. Okay, and in this kit, again, they do give you a fuse kit that's sized for this system. But again, with a lot of these systems, this is all modular equipment, so you can pick and choose what you want and you can add to it as time goes on. This comes back again to being, planning your system out ahead of time. And that's one of the biggest tips that we've got, is that you want to plan your system out on paper. How much cable run do you need? Where do you need it to go? And what pieces are you going to need? Build the foundation up properly ahead of time. So if you, let's say you can't afford or you don't want to spend the money on a huge system right off the bat, but you think later on, geez, I may have additional needs for additional solar power, more batteries, more availability, build your foundation up first. So make sure your cabling is built to allow you to expand the system. That way you're not going to have to remove wiring and replace it, because there's a lot of work and a lot of expense in that. So upsize your cables, make sure that you've got that. And then again, with modularity, if you're going to do lithium or you're going to start with these packs, these are very expensive. So these run about $1,200 a pack, depending on the manufacturer. This one's from Battleborn. So you may want to start with one battery, but you can increase that bank as time goes on. This is where your power is going to come from. So again, if you upsize your cable, you'll be good to go. When you go to get your inverter, again, try to predict the size of the system you're going to want and get the size inverter you need right up front. So a lot of people ask, where can I get a system like this if my RV doesn't come with it? Well, there are a number of different sources that you can use. First of all, of course, is your local RV dealer. And most RV dealers these days are installing these systems. They're able to source this kind of product very easily. You can also, if you're going to, again, install your own system, you can purchase a lot of this equipment online. In fact, all of it you can purchase online and have shipped directly to you. And then there are also specialty solar installers at different parts of the country that will build a custom system. So if you have a larger RV or your needs are a lot greater, for longer amounts of time off the grid, these guys will do those installs for you. And you can just do a search online and to find sources for that kind of equipment. So when you have a system like this, you're going to have lots of time off the grid and be able to really enjoy the outdoors and still have the conveniences of home.
Aquacam toss-ins. So fast and easy to use, it could seem like a game. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com. Need some new replacement rubber trim and seals for your RV? Now celebrating their 60th anniversary, Steel Rubber Products has been the leading choice for discerning hot rod and classic car owners for all their rubber parts needs. And now, Steel Rubber Products is offering the same high-quality parts and service to RV owners everywhere. For more information on Steel Rubber Products and to get a free RV catalog, visit rv.steelrubber.com. When you have a Truma AquaGo instant hot water system, you can expect to make a lot of new friends.
There's literally no end to the fun places you can find to explore while you RV around this country of ours. Today's quick stop is Washington's Tri-Cities, Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland. This area abounds in outdoor activities, history, and interesting things to see and do. The Convention and Visitor Bureau is, of course, the best place to gather information on local attractions.
So the Tri-Cities is a wonderful place for RVers to come and visit, particularly if you're into outdoor adventure. So we're sitting at the confluence of the Snake and Columbia Rivers. The Yakima River comes into the Columbia here, so our waterways are rich. We have 23 miles worth of paved trail that goes around our community along the Columbia River. It's called the Sacagawea Heritage Trail. So whether you're a runner or a walker, you like to ride bicycles, it's perfect. Great banks for fishing. If you want to get out in the river, you can rent paddleboards here and kayaks. Good opportunity there. Jet skis as well. We even have a riverboat. You can get out on water to wine cruises and enjoy a great meal and enjoy some wine. The RV spaces around our community, we have a number of different spaces. KOAs, for instance. We have state parks down along the Snake River. There's multiple places to park down there, camp and fire up a grill and enjoy it. And then here within the Tri-Cities proper, we have some campgrounds with great amenities, everything from swimming to general stores to playgrounds to nicely landscaped areas. So I think there's probably a little bit of something in there for everyone to enjoy from the RV lens.
All around this part of the country, you see boulders like this strewn all over the landscape, looking like they don't belong there. They're just sticking up out of the middle of nowhere. In fact, they're visitors. Back when the last glaciers covered this area and the last floods were shaping the basins up here, these guys came down with the glacier or the floods, hung around a little while, the glaciers went away, the floods disappeared, and these were deposited, and they're called erratics. This one, for example, is made out of granite, which is definitely not one of the local stones. He probably came from, somewhere up in Montana, I suppose. So this is just one of the interesting features that you can learn about here at the Reach Museum in Kennewick, Washington. Natural history, Native American, and industrial history are all specialties here at the Reach Museum.
So the Reach Museum, we've been open 5 years now. We're having our 5th anniversary this year. It really tells the stories of the Mid-Columbia Basin, and all the stories that we tell here are tied together by the Columbia River itself. Hanford history is a big part of the story of the Tri-Cities area, starting with World War II, but going all the way up through the present as we talk about the Cold War and also the cleanup efforts at Hanford since the Cold War has ended. One of our galleries also gives a lot of information about the geologic past, all the way back to the lava flows 17 million years ago, the history of the river, which has been around for millions of years, the fossils you can find in the Ringgold Formation just across the river here at White Bluffs, and then also the peoples who have lived here for thousands and thousands of years, the plants and animals, wildlife that you'll see here throughout the year. And then just the story of the Hanford Reach, the longest stretch of the Columbia River that's undammed, stretching from McNary Dam to Priest Rapids Dam, nearly 60 river miles, and the efforts that have been that have gone on to help preserve that as a national monument.
When you're ready to hunker down, there are top-notch campgrounds in the area, including Columbia Sun RV Resort.
Welcome to Columbia Sun RV Resort. We're 145 sites on 25 acres. We have full hookups. We have 20, 30, and 50 amp at each site, water, sewer. 75 sites are pull-through. We have large sites, very easy access for any rig, both large and small. We have a outdoor pool and spa. We also have outdoor sports court and kids playground equipment. On the holidays like Memorial Day and 4th of July and Labor Day, we do barbecues for all of our guests. Columbia Sun has something for every RVer here in the Tri-Cities, both large and small.
For more information about Washington's Tri-Cities area, log on to our website at rollinontv.com.
Win this 2021 Super Nobo 2. Rollin on TV and Forest River have teamed up again in supporting care camps with a sweepstakes for this custom 2021 Super Nobo 2 travel trailer. Don't pass up this opportunity to support care camps, which are special oncology camps for children with cancer that allows these deserving children the chance to enjoy life in the great outdoors and just be kids. By supporting care camps, you also get the chance to win this awesome, one-of-a-kind Super Nobo 2. For a full video on this Super Nobo 2 and how to enter the sweepstakes, just visit rollinontv.com and click on the Care Camp Sweepstakes link. By the way, that beautiful Advanced Elements kayak you see with the Nobo is one of the fun RV toys included in the sweepstakes package. I'd say it's time to log on to rollinontv.com and enter the sweepstakes soon.
From off-the-road adventure camping to luxurious full-time RVing and everything in between, Forest River has the RV to fit your needs, budget, and outdoor lifestyle. To see our full line of trailers and motorhomes, visit forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcol, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcol refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcol RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcol.com. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com. Never run out of propane again. With Level Check, there's no more guesswork. Just run the gauge over the tank, and when the light turns from red to green, you'll know exactly how much propane you have left. It's that simple. Level Check, another great product from Truma. For more information, visit levelcheck.com.
In this segment, I want to demonstrate hitching and unhitching the travel trailer to the truck using an equalizer 4-point sway control hitch. Keep in mind, every brand of weight distributing hitch has different steps for hitching and unhitching. It's important that you follow the hitch manufacturer's directions for proper hitching and weight distribution for your setup. If you aren't sure how your weight distributing hitch works, have a qualified RV service facility walk you through the steps. Let's hitch the trailer right now. I already adjusted and set the equalizer hitch up for the truck and trailer combination. The hitch setup should be done by an authorized RV service facility. When you use an equalizer brand hitch, there are no add-on sway control devices. The hitch has an integrated 4-point sway control, and it's easy to hitch to the truck. Here's how it works. Hitching the tow vehicle and trailer. Hitching and unhitching should always be done on a level, flat surface. Turn the tongue jack clockwise and raise the trailer tongue until there is plenty of clearance for the hitch ball. With help from an assistant, slowly back the tow vehicle until the hitch ball is aligned with the trailer coupler. Put the truck in park. With the coupler latch mechanism open, lower the tongue jack until the coupler seats firmly on the hitch ball. Lock the coupler latch and secure it using a pin or lock. Depending on the type of spring bars you have, follow the manufacturer's directions and attach the spring bars to the hitch head. Use the tongue jack to raise the trailer tongue and tow vehicle until you can swing the spring arms into place over the trailer brackets. With the Equalizer brand hitch, simply pin the arms into place. Retract the jack, turning it counterclockwise until there is plenty of clearance for towing. Cross the safety chains to form an X and attach the chains to a permanent fixture on the tow vehicle, usually the hitch receiver. Connect the breakaway lanyard to a permanent fixture on the tow vehicle. Plug the 12-volt trailer light cord into the 7-way receptacle on the back of the tow vehicle. Check all the lights for proper operation. Remove the wheel chocks. Test the operation of the trailer brakes and you're ready to go. Unhitching the travel trailer. Hitching and unhitching should always be done on a level, flat surface. Chalk the trailer wheels so the trailer cannot move or roll when you disconnect it from the tow vehicle. If the ground is soft or wet, place a piece of blocking under the foot of the tongue jack. Disconnect the 12-volt trailer light cord and the breakaway switch lanyard. Disconnect the safety chains. Raise the tongue jack high enough to take pressure off of the spring arms. Remove the pins from the spring arm brackets. Swing the arms out of the way. Remove the spring arms from the hitch head. Lower the tongue jack until all of the weight is resting on the hitch ball. Remove the pin or lock from the coupler latch and open the latch. Raise the tongue jack until there is enough clearance to pull the tow vehicle forward. That's all there is to using an Equalizer brand hitch, but keep what I said in mind about each brand of hitch having its own hitching and unhitching instructions. If you would like to learn more about safely and properly towing a travel trailer, visit www.rvonlinetraining.com. Happy camping!
Wow, am I glad I used Aquachem. Maybe chili wasn't the best idea.
Aquachem, the most powerful odor control available, and the #1 seller for over 50 years. From off-the-road adventure camping to luxurious full-time RVing and everything in between, Forest River has the RV to fit your needs, budget, and outdoor lifestyle. To see our full line of trailers and motorhomes, visit forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. If your RV is still using a water heater with 100-year-old technology, isn't it time you switched? Truma AquaGo. Instant, continuous, and endless hot water. For more information, visit truma.net.
Welcome to Rollin on TV's Paws on Board. I'm Dr. Fitz, and this is Scooby. Have you ever been exposed to poison ivy? For some people, it can cause debilitating blisters and sores, enough to make you want to avoid anything green for quite a while. Did you know that dogs can also suffer from the effects of the plant? Due to their fur, most dogs have no side effects after coming into contact with poison ivy. However, dogs with allergic skin conditions, short fur, or just short dogs in general, have a higher risk of exposure and a reaction. Come here, bud. Good boy. Dogs and humans both react to the oils of the plant. Dogs may develop a mild skin rash or even progress to open blisters. Your pet may also be extremely itchy. If your pet has a mild reaction to the plant, keeping the area clean with a gentle soap and water can be helpful. If that rash does not go away, or if it progresses to blisters, your pet should be seen by a veterinarian. They may need steroids to reduce itch and irritation, and even antibiotics if there's a skin infection. Places you may want to check your pet for a reaction are their feet. Make sure to check between their toes and paw pads, their belly and groin areas if the plant came into contact from below, and even their neck and chin. While they're sniffing the ground, they could have also come into contact with the plant that way. If your pet does not react, this does not mean that the danger is over. Pets can actually carry oil from the plant in their fur and expose you to the oils when you snuggle them that evening. A great way to avoid this is to keep your dog leashed at campgrounds and on trails. This way, your dog is always nearby and you can prevent them from coming into contact with unknown plants. If you are unsure if your pet has contacted poison ivy, the best thing to do is to bathe your pet. Use lukewarm, soapy water to remove the oils from their fur. You may want to wash their collar or leash as well. Identifying poison ivy can be somewhat difficult. I grew up with the saying, leaves of 3, let it be. But primarily look for thin stems with clusters of 3 leaves. Poison ivy can climb and be ivy-like or even appear as a small bush or shrub. When in doubt, avoid the plant and wash anything that may have contacted it. For more information about traveling safely with your pets, visit rollinontv.com. Tune in next time for more pet health information. I'm Dr. Fitz. This is Scooby. Thanks for watching Paws on Board.
For additional information on anything featured on this week's show, along with additional stories, videos, and information about RVs, camping, and the RV lifestyle, along with the latest news and trends, be sure to visit our website at rollinontv.com. As usual, this has been another fun production.